Hi, my name's Nate at Miles of Golf.
And I'm Shawn.
And today we're going to be talking about the importance of grip and grip size.
We ran a test about 10 years ago about grip size, and we included many different grip sizes ranging from very undersized to very oversized jumbo type of grips. And we had lots of people hit lots of different grips. And really the only correlation that we found was whatever grip is most comfortable for you is the one that you should be playing. So we decided, well, it's been a decade. Does this still hold true? The grip is your only connection to the golf club. Let's revisit, let's try it again. Let's see if there's something new that comes out of the data, or do we get the same result?
So first, what we're going to talk about is actually how do you measure for a grip? Static measurements with grips are length of your middle finger and then the length of the tip of the middle finger to the base of the palm. And what that does is kind of give you a general idea of where we should start. So are we standard, men's standard, undersized, mid-sized, jumbo? And a lot of that does have to play with the actual size of the hand. After that, it does come down to feel, texture, comfort, grip pressure. There is a way of making grips a little bit different in size by adding different layers of tape to actually make them in between each other and give us a range of about 8 to 10 different sizes that we can actually throw at most golfers.
The first thing that we want to do to run this test is hit grips of different sizes. Hit an undersized grip, hit a standard size grip, hit a mid-sized grip, hit a jumbo grip. Basically the 4 size of grips that we carry in the shop that we can actually put on these clubs for you.
What we did find is kind of what we saw 10 years ago, is that grip size is important, but doesn't really play a dramatic role in what actually happens to the golf ball. When the grip becomes a little bit more, I would say, comfortable in your hands, you're going to see a better impact. You're going to see a more consistent shot shape, more consistent dispersion, and a more consistent yardage. And then after that, the actual movement of the golf ball, we can go back to what we would all say the rule of thumb is. Larger grip goes right, smaller grip goes left. We didn't actually see that. What we saw is lesser impacts on wrong size grips, ones that didn't feel comfortable. We weren't seeing as consistent yardages or as consistent direction, but there was no correlation with once it got bigger, every ball went right. Not the case. Players' tendency was still there.
Now, if you actually take the ping measurement system that measures from the base of the palm to the tip of the middle finger, and then from the base of the middle finger to the tip of the middle finger, I measure standard, right in the middle of standard. There's no, oh, you're in a gray area. No, I'm right in the middle. There's no other way about it. I personally prefer and like playing a slightly mid-size, a slightly larger grip, and that's the one that gave me the tightest dispersion pattern.
So now we have to figure out with a customer or any golfer that comes into the shop, what feels most comfortable in their hands. There could be a texture that feels better, softer versus firmer, something right in the middle. And then also ask them questions when they have the grip in their hand. How does this feel? Where does it feel like it's lying? And then they can kind of give you that feedback that says, you know what, I'm really leaning towards this oversized grip and I think it feels the most comfortable. That means my grip pressure is probably going to be the closest to optimum. And that should produce the best result, the most consistency, and like in golf, best impact.
One of the things that we need to touch on is in terms of physical ailments, any type of, if you're sensitive to any shock on the body, in terms of arthritis, tennis elbow, golfer's elbow, whatever it is, any type of issues that you have, grip can actually help alleviate these. The larger the grip is, the lower the amount of tension there is going to be in the forearms. The larger the diameter of the club that you're grabbing onto, the less tension you have to create in your forearms to produce the same amount of pressure on the grip. The skinnier the grip is, you got this little tiny pencil thing, really tightening up those forearms. That's going to restrict movement, restrict your swing.
To conclude, play what feels best, and if you come to Miles of Golf, we'll help you find that grip.